Well, all right, guys. Long time no see. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hoon Talk Auto. On this week's episode, we're going to show you how to change out an old rusty blowhole there, right? That thing there. This right there. Man, I'm sweating already. If you're watching this, you're probably an Xterra owner, right? Maybe not like the Black Stallion here, but you got a gas smell going on in your garage. Well, maybe it's because of this. Can you see that? Let's switch the camera view to the other side. Damn it. So basically this is what I'm talking about in there, right? Where you got the rust going on here and you got whatever's going on in there, which is obviously not great either. That might be cancerous. It might also be Taurus. We're not sure. I don't like it. So what we're going to do is going to be replacing all of that. So let's just get to her, right? And quit wasting time because it's hot in here. All right, guys. So the steps in the operations that I didn't tell you about is got her up on Jackson's right now, right? So I got her lifted, got the knee pads on, which I mean, you guys know all about that, right? Yep. Went to the old pick and pull, got myself a new one that was less rusty, but still ugly. I also buffed her all. I also buffed her down, cleaned off all the rust, and then covered her in the truck bed liner, right? The spray-on style. Taped up the ends there, if you can see that. I don't know why I still got the clamp on there. Taped up the ends, so I got to rip those off there and then get at her and put her on. But I also had to do some welding there, guys. And by welding, I mean lead solder, which might explain something. I don't know, maybe nothing or something. Well, there's a piece of metal on there, I think was from an IKEA drawer, and I soldered it on with lead solder. Taped off the top, didn't spray in there for some reason. We're gonna put this guy on that guy. Call her good, all right? This is a train wreck already. I haven't done this in a long time, guys. I missed you. Okay, put this down, switch the camera view, let's get her. So first things first. Oh no, I got the wrong socket on there, guys. Ah! That thing recording? Okay, got a little adapterino. Okay, first things first, give her a blast, guys. Get her off there. Gotta get the tire off. Put some gloves on, bud. Like I said, a little bit rusty like the old blowhole here because it's been a while since I've been in the game, ladies and gentlemen. So set your phasers to stun and get her going. You might be able to get away with not taking this off, but when in doubt, you know, or when in Rome or something, or maybe nothing, I don't know, guys. Make sure you have the most inconvenient tires and rim combo, or I guess this thing. It's just far too easy to have a normal rim on there. Okay, give her hell. Oh yeah. Wheel off. Ignore the wear patterns on her too. Definitely don't go get an alignment or balance or nothing. All right, guys, so I'm gonna bring you down here now. All right, guys, as you can see, quite sweaty in here. As you can see, right there, that's some nasties. Can you see that? Right there, that's gasoline, I think. Yeah, but that is for sure. And that's coming from a leak area I'll show you that I fixed on the new tube. The new tube for YouTube. But basically, in order to get this bastard off of here, you got a couple of clipperoos. And by a couple, I mean like, but you got this guy, you got that guy, you got this guy, you got that guy there, and then a couple up there, and you're gonna have some rusties, guys, that just will not come off. So you can either use this guy, too close to me, guys, which is a screwdriver that I found, or you can use the correct tool, which is called a clip puller. Either one will probably not work very well. You'll have lots of broken shit, but I choose this weapon. See what we can't do in here. That guy came off way easier than expected. It was probably not right. Okay, now this guy, off he come too, right? Oh, there's also some leakage over there, some seepage. So yeah, the wife was telling me like, why does it always smell like gas in the garage? And I was like, what kind of gas? Basically, she's like, why does it always smell like gas in the garage? And I'm like, well, you know, probably not because of stuff that I neglect, right? This is way harder than it looks. There's a couple of bastards up there. I bet you I hammered these in. There we go. And they're gonna break, so make sure you got other ones. Damn landslide. Fleetwood Mac up in here. Look at that shit, guys. It's just destroyed, eh? Throw that off into your neighbor's garage or something. I'll take a look. So this is where your gas is leaking from, and this is what I repaired on the new one. So you seeing that maneuver? Right there. Crustal stiltskins. It's coming right out of there, guys. Most people don't fill up their gas all the way in the filler neck, but with the mileage that we get on the Xterra, you gotta squeeze every little bit you can out or you're not even gonna make it down the road to the gas station, right? Another mistake that you might make is if you're looking here, before you order any parts, pull off that cover and make sure, because there's two different kinds. One has this double tuber and one has the 3-fer. And you don't wanna have a 3-fer if you have a 2-fer, right? Because then it's just not gonna be great. All right, guys, so some safety stuff. Basically, even though, close, bud. I mean, this should go without saying, but I feel like I should say it. Don't use flames, okay? Don't use flames on these guys. Don't use flames. Don't. Or any of these guys. Even though they're crustal steelskins, don't use flames because it's a fuel. Because you'll light your house on fire and yourself. That's some knowledges right there. Just don't. Okay, so where are we at? We got some uglies here. Why is that backwards? Nobody knows. With that said, with the things, with those words that I said, let's get to her. Okay, so I think this is a 10. Oh yeah, make sure your gas tank's not all the way full too. This is about half tank, so we'll see how that goes. You can also disconnect the battery if you're worried about, I don't know, they'll probably tell you to do that in some shit, but I don't usually. Don't follow my lead. Glistening, I look like a fucking tomato. So that is a 10 mil, what are these? That is also a 10 mil. Get the dewalt out, we graduated. Back you up a bit again. Okay, let's try that guy first here. Sheared her off, guys, but it was not unexpected. That's honestly even a worst case scenario. I think I spun it in the back because I accidentally tightened her instead of loosened her. Oh, okay, that's more like it. It's getting sweatier by the second. So there's a couple ways you can go at this one if she starts spinning because you tightened her instead of loosened her. You can try to get a wrench behind it or something, or a clamper, just because there's a nut back there spinning, and I'll just keep doing the same. Then you loosen off these guys afterwards. This one's backwards for some reason. Might have to do something about that. Might replace those clamps because they're crusty McGee's, right? Let me just run up there for a second and see what I can find. I'm not on camera, but I'm still here, guys. Just recycling old jokes. Haven't even seen you guys in a year. Not my fault though, guys. It's, well, I mean, maybe it is my fault. I'm not sure. Whose fault do you think it is? I lean onto the side of it being your guys' fault, right? Just because that's easier for me. Get some vice grips back there, see what happens. My feeble hands are not going to be able to get enough grip on the bad boy back there. Otherwise, it's not looking very promising as is, actually. I feel like I'm just clamped on the back of the bolt, so we'll find out, but there's something in there. Yeah, if you ever get a nut or whatever sheared off, stuck in your receptacle, throw it at the ground a few times till it comes out. It's an easy way. Yeah, had her clamped right on the bolt. How long is he going to struggle with this is the question. What's he going to do? Oh, we might actually be on the other side now. Okay, let's try it again. Maybe we were the first time too. It just fell off. It's hard to say. What were we clamped to? What do we clamp to if nothing? It's not that. Oh, you know what might work, guys? What if we go and do these first? I'm just gonna pull it off here like an animal. Risk damaging the hose. That's not gonna spin off of there anyway, right? Like, look at it. It's a damn mess. Get rusted right through the guy. What do you think's gonna happen? It's not gonna, like, look at that. Just pull it off with your bare hands like an animal. Now, this guy, he's gonna twist off and we're gonna hope the gas isn't just gonna come out of there. Yeah, we're good. Now, not sure why that happened. I'm gonna plug that thing though. I might be paranoid, but what if this guy sparkaroos and then we have a fucking blowout? I don't want that. Do you want that? Probably. Entertainment purposes, right? But what can we shove in there, guys? Maybe a socket? No, it's got a hole, right? While I'm up here, grab a couple of these. Couple of those things you can't see. So I decided to go with this guy. Oh yeah, that thing reeks of gas. So definitely give that a plug-a-roo like that. Like that. Shove an extension in there. Absolutely burn down your house, reeks of gas. So let's continue with this operation. I've got these type of pliers now. Can I get at it? Why would he try to pull it off? What are we doing here? That frees up a better angle for the dangle. Now we can really rip it. As you can see there, I just basically Gorilla Glued her out of there. I mean, Gorilla, I don't know, give her the old flat time. What am I even saying? It's already lost in translation or something. Is this thing still on? Now back to the action, right? So with that guy off and this guy off and all these guys off, let's get that guy. He's gonna break too. So you might wanna have extra clamps. No fire. It was as I foretold. It's almost as if I've seen this before. Okay, so for all you British viewers out there, this thing's a bell end or something. I don't know. What do British people think's funny? Bell ends or something? Everything's related to the church with those guys, I think. Get that out of here. Now this, just twist off, but if it doesn't, get that guy. Go around from the back, I guess. Might not even work on this. It's not room, I didn't rehearse. It works on radiator hoses, right? Basically get your arm around her like that and then give her that. This probably wouldn't fit on there, I don't know. So I'm just glad it twisted by hand. So this thing is gonna come off and be stinking too. What should we do? I got a couple of these dudes, plug-a-roos. That should fit, we'll find out. Okay, now I'm gonna pull this guy off. Okay, he's off, which is gonna fit. That guy sucks. Where's the other guy? Stinking like gas, guys. It's stinking like gas. Plugged here, guys. Look at that. So now this guy, in theory, yeah. So look at that. Do you see how it's just moving around in there? I can't really see on the camera. Can you see? Basically, just twist her. And out she come, like this and like that. It is probably a design flaw. It is a Nissan. As you can see on this guy, it gets crusty rusty. It's probably from somebody tightening the bolt or a robot tightening or something. Then it ends up bleeding right through, you know, whatever that means or something. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so what should I do about that bolt up there? Try to drill it out. It's gonna be awful to do, guys. Get this up here. And now we're gonna do an unboxing. Is this one? I covered up these surfaces when I sprayed her with the old truck bidliner because I didn't want to be having a sad time with it getting all over these sealing surfaces, right? All right, so get yourself one of these, guys. It's called a center punch or something. Anyway, it's a spring-loaded guy. And basically, you're just gonna get in there, hit the center of this guy, right? Get her lined up as best you can, and What that's gonna do is provide a starting point for your drill bit. Yeah, Nissan's infinite wisdom. They welded this on here. What the fuck is that shit doing up there? Get the fuck out of there, guy. So we got that one. We're gonna have to tap this one with a tap because you know what I did. I'm gonna be going at this thing trying to straighten her here for a sec. So I'm just gonna try this. No, absolutely not gonna work. So I got the old drill kit here. Gonna start with a smaller size and go a little bit bigger until we get to where we wanna go. And then eventually I'm just gonna drill all the way through and put a nut on the back if I have to. But if I don't have to, then I'm gonna not. I might just tap it, we'll see. No, guys, that's the worst thing that could have happened. Broke the drill bit. I was afraid of that, and I was trying to mitigate that by not mitigating it at all. Damn. All right, guys, so you might be asking yourself, is he gonna do more of the same? And the answer is yes. I'm just gonna go with a bigger size drill bit because the drill bit went through it. I'm hoping that it will be able to be pushed all the way through. So let's get her line up with the same hole again. Pretty sure I'm already hitting that drill bit. Guys, why? Supposed to be a short video on how to do some stuff, and now it's how to do other stuff in a long video. Why? I guess I'll cut that off then. Great, no torch, right? Can't use the torch. No torch. Try this one maybe. Oh, with the drill bit you just blunted, bud. So because this one's been a little bit more successful, I'm gonna continue with the lesson. Just edit that shit. So once you get a drill mostly through the nut on the other side, then you're gonna wanna upgrade your bit to a bit bigger of a bit. But not so big that it is wider than the hole. Ah, it burns. And just like that, guys. That's what a success looks like, not what like that other thing, what I did there. Did that nut fall off the other side? Like, why weld that on? Why weld a bracket on there? Nissan. So I'm gonna keep working on that other guy that sucks. Then I'll show you how to tap that guy. All right, so this is what I decided to go at it with. Is it about time I bought a cutoff wheel? Probably. Let's give her. So I'm just getting in behind her. Is this the most awful cutoff wheel there ever has been? Man, that just smells not healthy. Worst cutoff wheels ever. You get the idea. I'm gonna continue like this for a bit. Could have kept at it with the cutoff wheels, but instead Buddy decides to go medieval on her for a trauma-inducing amount of time with a manually operated hacksaw slim before finishing her off with the old tickle disc. They say if she's gonna be tough, then you gotta be dumb, right? And this case called for a level of intellect so minuscule that it might as well have been negative. Can't all be Alberta Einsteins, or else how do you think we would figure these things out through trial and errors? Bet you didn't think of that. Got him. Well, all right, guys, so that took way longer than I anticipated. It was more painful than you could ever imagine. The old knuckles are smashing their own. Okay, so got that cut off. What I'm gonna do is tap her, right? But first we're gonna start with that over there. So I got some sort of tap. That's the right size for the bolt that I'm gonna use to go through here. So I'm reaming her out. I don't give a shit what the threads were in there before. Now they're gonna be what I want. Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe that worked. Well, why aren't you just drilling it out? Why are you threading her? You'll see what the answer to the question, if you're too lazy to wait, is I want to put a bolt through the back and have it sitting forward. So if it's threaded in, then I can tighten the other one on the other side, right? Man, there's no threads left on this one though. Some gorilla got at it. Jeez, that took forever. Where are we at? So I found some of these guys, some nutsters and some bolsters, I suppose, and had some of these kicking, which is pretty much what one of those was. And then this one is not the same, but what do I care? I tell you, I don't really care that much, guys. I can just slip them on there for the time being. I'll have them underneath. I'll make it better, maybe. I don't know. And nut up or shut up on this. Bend that. What do you think? Think that's dumb? I don't care what you think. How about that? It is so damn hot in here, guys. You just really don't have any idea. And I don't know how you would have any idea, but you don't. We'll see if that works, I guess. Let's get the tube. A new tube for YouTube. But you already made that joke. Yeah, but I might not have left her in, right? Ooh. Trying to peel off my tape that I glued on here. Way to go, bud. As you can hear peep in the background. As you can hear. Then I'm simmering. Dead air, bud. Dead air. Why didn't I just track down the end and not paint over it? This thing's still on? This might be one of those moments where you don't have to film the whole thing, but they must see every second of the job. Good, good. Next one. Next one. Getting too old to be crouching. Shall we? Go right ahead. Unplug that for a second. Put that guy on. Actually, let's do this guy. Let's have you in there. What's happening? Why is that difficult? Ooh, don't want to scratch the finish. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so we got those on. We're not going to tighten them yet. I'm going to try to figure out how much we need to bend this guy back into shape. Probably a lot. And then this guy, I guess, will do. I'm really banking a lot on this not screwing up. That one looks like it might be okay. How about this guy? I guess not. So figure all that and figure all this. That's what I say. So now I'm just gonna take the guy, that guy, and I'm gonna put him up there into the seal. Watch me struggle. I wonder if there's a technique. Oh, that's the technique. Just maybe take the seal out and then put her back in. I don't know. Or maybe put her on down here. How does it work? Man, it's so hot in here. It's like a sauna, literally. Hotter than a sauna. Well, we got that guy on and now it won't fit. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Okay. Oh, okay. There's no way for me to film this for you guys, I'm sorry. Unless I was skilled. Went in on its own. Beauty. So after that, all we gotta do here is take this guy and put him up there. Take the nut and put him up there. I might put a washer behind that actually so it doesn't damage the finish. So once we do that, we'll get the plastic back installed on her. We'll tighten these guys down as well. All right, so now you're coming down the final stretch. So don't frig it up by doing some smooth brain maneuver like spinning up one of those hose clamps so tight you could girdle a rebar. Just because it's your first time on camera with the big boy tools and you're trying to impress your wife doesn't mean you should spin her up so hard to generate lift. Enough of that. We're rounding the bend now. Picked up one of these guys at the wrecker as well. So I've tightened down these hose clamps there to T, not FT, but you know how it is. Now we're just gonna put in all new clips and everything, guys. All new clips. Watertight? What does that mean, says Sam. There's not one there. There's not one there. Maybe I'll put this guy in first. What an awful position to be in. All right, guys. So I'm not really sure why I'm filming this part. I've seen it 1,000 times. Oh no. Once everything's back together, as you can see, then you roll this up and then you squat like an Egyptian and up it goes. Once it's on there, and it's just a regular old routine, right? I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be torqued to like 80 foot-pounds, but I torque them to 100 because I'm not a savage like you animals. We're not gonna have that gas smell in here anymore, which is just great. At least not from this source, right? Okay. And you're just gonna torque it to a couple of duckas. Good enough. Well, all right, guys. That's it for that's it for how you replace your old rusty blowhole there. Let's just take a look for comparison style. That is so much better. Let's just hope it stays that way. I see some rust in there. Where'd I throw the other one? We got that guy who's not that great, and then we got that guy who is that great. Just like that, and I can fill her back up all the way into the neck like an idiot. Turn to click. Man, I'm out of practice with signing off, so like, favorite, and subscribe, and oh no, that's not it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Like, favorite, and scuba dive, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh yeah. Like, favorite, subscribe. Oh no. God, it looks like a 4-year-old made this. Well, there they are again. You alright? You hurt yourself in there? I heard some stuff. I lean onto the side of it being your guys' fault, right? Just because that's easier for me. Oh, he's spitting everywhere. God.